Slow dough, and fast hoes. Had a dream like King, but living like Castro. Mind steady, focus in search of cash flow. Man, I ride for the fam, they know it's a fact though. I'm what it is, simple man. My team is all I needed. Plus a good connect that could keep a nigga weeded. And the mean lawyer, any case they could beat it. Say your life ain't fair, but that I'm trying to cheat it. But look, how does me? Why y'all dudes got your hate up? Mans came home and told me, Gunny, get your weight up. Moved a few pounds from seed to get my weight up. Was grinding all night, hoping Doris ain't wake up. Like, hey, let's slide. I stole the keys to the whip, let's ride. I had some chicks that's waiting across town, and I know he'll be down like Pac. We got niggas wanting beef, I'm toting that 4 pound. Strapped with the silencer, shh, don't make a sound. Said you got my back and then watch it and hold it down. Mama said I'm born the king.
Hey now. Welcome to the Hookah Lounge. So excited for this show. Of course, we got our men's panel back. Am I backwards? Oh my gosh, it is backwards. I'm gonna fix that in a second. So trying to get used to doing my virtual background. So I am so excited for this show. We have our men's panel back. You know, I love to have the men's perspective on the things that we do. And we have a great panel tonight. We added in Tweed Cadillac, Tweed Cadillac, baby. So LaLa's on her way. So oh, okay, my background is good. It just looks backwards to me. But we are gonna get the topic tonight is does character matter? And this is something that me and LaLa have been talking about for a long time to get on this show about, hey, Queen, I see you. The OG host of this show is joining us tonight. Me and her started together. But how does your character matter? Does it matter? And I didn't want a woman's perspective on character matters because, of course, we'll have our own take on it. So I wanted the men to talk about, does character matter? And where does it fit in? And so we have a great men's panel tonight. One of our guests had to end up having to work tonight. So, of course, we always have our OG Steve has always been on our panel shows. So we're going to pop our men in tonight, and they're going to introduce themselves and talk about, hey, Pearly, hey, Lena, I see you guys. I'm not at home, so I can't look at my TV and see who's here. So we're going to work with it. I'm on my little staycation. So if you can see, I'm still rocking see how weird that looks? I have no muscle there, so they got to lift my shoulder up. So we're going to be doing that real soon. But this one is getting kind of strong. I don't know if you can see it. I've been having to use my left arm, so it's getting like a little muscle tone in there. So let's bring our guests in and let's get this show rocking tonight. I am so excited for it. We got Spanx in the hizzy.
Hello. How you guys doing out there? Much love and respect to you, Didi. Good to see you guys.
How much I love you and your family.
Thank you. We love you too.
So we got Dev in the house. One of our old guests. I told you I was gonna bring you back. You didn't believe me.
Nah, we good. I believe you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was making sure.
I'm trying to get my phone. We got Tweed Cadillac, baby, in the hizzy, my nizzy.
Hi, Naya. Good evening.
How much I love and respect you, sir.
Likewise, sister. I got your back, your front, and your side.
Thank you so much. And we got the OG Steve, one of our OG panel members, in the house.
What's good?
Hey,
What's good, everybody?
How you doing, sweetheart? Love you guys. My heart is breaking for you guys right now, and I'm not going to dwell on it so much. Just know I love and respect you guys so much. So before we get started on this topic, for those that don't know you like I know you, I'm going to give you the opportunity to introduce yourselves. And we're going to start at the top. So Spanx, Mike, I don't know if I should be calling you Spanx.
It's all good. everybody knows me as my name is Mike Contreras. Everybody calls me Spanx. I'm a big supporter of the channel. Much love and respect to you guys.
So let's just go ahead and give an introduction. Let us know who you are, and then we'll go ahead with this topic. Of course, I have no notes as usual. We just gonna bounce off the top of my head tonight. Dev, I know that's not what I put in as your name. I used your government, but
All right, again, how everybody doing? I am Arnell Brooks, aka Dev the Actor, on all social media platforms. I have a nonprofit that I run called Project Life Plus Incorporated, where I mentor a lot of kids around the city. I just moved to Dallas, man, in February, so I'm trying to get this back going here. Originally from St. Louis, but yeah, I'm interested, and I'm ready to talk about this because it's something that need to be talked about, definitely.
yes. Steve,
Huh?
go ahead and introduce you to anyone that doesn't know who you are, even though you've been here for every male panel.
I'm OG Steve from the Bronx, Allison section to be exact. I've been a subscriber, follower, and participant with the G-Lew and the Hookah Lounge and the panels and everything quite a few times. So I'm just here to put my input on another subject and stuff like that. And was good to everybody on the panel and everybody in the chat.
He's one of those day oneers. Hey, Amanda. And Tweed Cadillac, baby, one of the OGs for real.
Well, I'm empty pimp, the ladies pimp, the women fight for my delight. No, I'm messing with y'all. Former Ruthless Records recording artist, current radio host, Tweed FM, classic oldie internet radio show. Man about 10.
There would be no DJ Quick if it wasn't for you.
Pretty much. But that's all.
Those that don't know, now you know. So I really want to get into this topic tonight because, a lot of people don't realize, and what's done in the dark, always comes to the light. And I don't always say, I actually kind of stole it. Do what, behave like the Most High is always watching. Don't like do something in front of people and then when they're not watching, what you do is totally different. Like, be the same person all the time. And I wanted to really touch on this topic because a lot of people don't realize, and this is what my dad taught me when I was really little. Like, the only thing my mom and my dad taught me two different things. My mom taught me, like, there was this saying she had said that you can't like treat yourself like your wedding dress. Like, you can't, once you get your wedding dress dirty, it cannot be cleaned.
Ooh,
Always keep it clean. Treat yourself like a lady, because once you soil that wedding dress, then you can't wear white. My mom was really big on that. Now you can't wear white. You got to wear beige. Or you got to wear cream. So that was my mom. But my dad was like, your character is everything. Like, once you mess up your character and people see you in a different light, you can't get that back. So I was raised with these two foundational pieces in my life. So I really want to talk about character, not in the aspect, my dad didn't raise me to be the girl. He kind of raised me to be a boy. My brothers used to say, Dad, she's a girl, right? Because he raised all three of us the same. So I wanted to get like the male's aspect, on how they think about character and what their thought was. And me and LaLa, we talked about this show, maybe 6 months ago. We just haven't had a chance to, what's up, Street Saint Loyal? I see you, Sonny. We really want to get a men's take on it because women and men don't think the same. And, with men being the leader of everything, I wanted to know how men thought about in the workplace, in relationships, in friendships, the whole spectrum on what does character mean to you. And I want to go across the spectrum before we get into some of these videos. What is character to you guys? What is it? Like, I just gave my little womanly spiel on character. So what does character mean to you guys? And we'll start with you, Spank, and then we'll just go across the spectrum, the board.
Man, I'm nervous right now, so bear with me, everybody. But I believe that it's who your actions on what you do, not what you say. You know what I mean? And show others what kind of person you are. Because a lot of people can say some stuff, but won't walk the walk. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yes.
I'm a believer of that. Always a person to keep your word to people. And my beliefs on that, like just being loyal and loving and family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Tight
that
circle.
I think is really true. Like, you know how some people present themselves one way and then they're truly not that person. That's
Right.
a good point there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deb?
I was gonna say, I definitely agree with what he's saying. I think just dealing with character and anything that you're doing that's basically your person. It's you. It's like being in New York. Everybody used to say, "Man, your word is your bond," and that's like legit. And so, what you were saying when you first came on about talking about integrity, like that's really what that is: doing right when nobody else is looking. It's like if I'm driving my car and I stop at a stop sign and nobody's around, am I gonna pass this red light because nobody here? It's like that's what integrity is. And so your character is literally it's your words when you're not talking. It's your actions that really tell somebody who you really are. Because I could be telling you the sky is blue and we looking at it and it's gray. But your actions is really your actions, not just your words.
Right. Yeah, I'm from New York, and that's that one thing. Everyone tells me to stop saying I'm from New York because I've been gone for so long. Like, you are not from New York anymore. Stop saying that. You are LA all day now. I've been to New York in over 20, 30 years. So, yeah, I can't say that anymore. I was born in Brooklyn. So, but that word is your bond thing. That's really, your word is your bond. And I live by that, so I get you on that one. What you say, you mean it. And I think I kind of rub people the wrong way because what I say, I mean. If I didn't say it, I didn't say it. If I say I'm going to do it, I mean it. And that's your character. That's such a good way to say it. Like, my word is my bond. And I'm true to that. And we got Mr. New York coming in right now. OG Steve, that's my New York partner right there. My brother in love.
Yeah, what up? Yeah, I mean, I agree with what they're saying too. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You hear me? All right. Now I'm saying I agree with them. Like your character is kind of like your portfolio, something that you put out to the world of how you act when nobody's around. If you're a dependable person, if you're a respectable person, if somebody trusts you around their house, their family, their whatever, in the workplace, is this the person I can depend on that's not going to flake out? If they have a good work character, it's that's what it is to me. I've seen people where in work and stuff like that where they might be really good at their job, but then they super flaky. So they have a character flaw where you don't really know if you can, you don't really know if you could not necessarily trust them, but depend on them. You don't know when they're gonna flake out or whatever. So, and that's like a character flaw. But your character is, your who you are and what you're about, and your respectabilities and stuff.
I'm laughing at Amanda's comment. More people need to laugh and not be so serious all the time. Nobody wants to be around people all the time.
Telling the truth, though.
And hey, big stuff. I think that's where I get, my goofy side gets on people's nerves. At work, I used to say she cannot be this goofy all the time. Yes, I am. I get on Eric's nerves all the time. Like, mom, go away, because I feel like bothering people because I'm so silly. 90% of the time, I really am this silly and goofy. I was doing something to the husband the other day, and he just was staring at me like, "If you don't go away." But then when I don't feel like being bothered, I'm real quiet. And he looks at me like, "Oh, so you don't want to," because he's scared the kajibis out of me. And I was like, "You play too much." And he was like, "Oh, but when you're playing, it's funny." You know, so, the OG, close it out for us. Lala's on her way. She's having a hard time getting in, so she is on her way. My super co-host, my sister in love.
Well,
So,
big character is you don't kill nothing and you don't let nothing die. And by meaning that is like you're on the right side of righteousness. Because remember the movie Minister Society? True character is the guy that stayed with the guy, his friend, after he got shot. Credibility and character to me are they kind of go hand in hand. It's like it's an old saying. Credibility is like virginity. You only lose it once. And if you lose it, man, it's like a personal resume. You got a stain on your name, and that's the worst thing in the world to have. It means a lot. Character, male or female, it dictates where you go in life. It dictates how you interact with people. It's who you are. It's your complete persona. It means everything. Without that, you could have my grandma used to tell me, if you ain't got a nickel in your back pocket, ain't nobody got to know it. It's how you present yourself. And that is what character is. You can be humble, you can be everything, but if you're open and you're credible, your opportunities will fall your way. That's my take on it. Sue me if I'm wrong, but it's worked for me for 60 plus years. That's all I can say.
I agree.
oh, that's
I agree.
That's
you
real.
no.
It is. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I wasn't always a person growing up. You know, I didn't have a father there, but I had men in my life to show me the morals of being a man. And as I got older, I learned to work with those. You know what I mean? As what I learned from my uncles and my aunt's husbands. You know, teaching me how to be a man, and those values I had showed my children now, and it's something they're teaching their children. So I always told them it's character, mijo, that you guys gotta
That's right.
follow.
Word of mouth, man. Word of mouth. You could have done something for somebody 5 years ago and you forgot all about it. Something good, right?
Right.
And that person could meet somebody and say, well, man, Spanx, man, did something for me good. Somebody search you out and bless you and help you because your character shows the type of person that you are. So if you walk that walk, all kind of good things that happen to you.
Yes, I
It,
agree.
Right.
it's so hard to get your character back because and you know I make a lot of mistakes and I because I got a mouth on me every time I watch a Bible study, like I'll be looking for strength and it comes back like if your mouth is gonna be the death of you. So I've been praying and I've gotten a lot better with it because I was just raised by an army man. My dad was in the army. My grandfather was in the army. My mother is a crazy Cuban. So, and me and Eric were talking today about the difference between the way I raised him and the way I raised his other brothers. Because, like we were talking about, abuse isn't always physical; it could be verbal. You know, and things I have. You know, my mom was the one who said, "At what point do we stop the cycle?" So, when I notice that I've done something, like I'm quick to say, "Oh my gosh," like I apologize because you don't want to be known. Because the husband was like, "When is it going to be?" Because at work, I was a stickler for the way things have to be done, and I was really harsh on people with the way things have to be done. And the way that I was, and if you knew the job that I had, then you would understand. So he would say, "When is it going to be? Oh, that's just Hairston. Oh, that's just Hairston." And he would say, "When are you going to stop with, oh, that's just Hairston? Because at some point it's not going to be cute anymore. That's just Hairston."
Wow.
That's when I said, "Oh, I got to kind of change with the harshness, the way things come out, because I was considered a man at work. Like nobody ever looked at me like a woman at work. Like the things that I had to do was always like, oh, Hairston got it. Hairston can do it. There's my girl. Hey, lovely.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Sorry about that. I'm under the weather a little bit.
Oh,
Great.
still.
Yeah, girl. It's getting better though. How's everybody?
Great, great.
Good, blessed.
Nice to see everybody.
How was
Yeah.
everybody's Thanksgiving first and foremost?
Yeah.
Huh?
How was everybody's Thanksgiving first and foremost?
Oh, I don't even celebrate that.
Okay,
That's not my
no,
holiday.
it's okay.
I
That's
don't
okay.
celebrate either.
I had a good day though.
Me
But
too.
I
being
ate
around
real
loved
good.
ones, that's such a good thing though.
Yeah.
So
Each his own.
so we have to like always think of your character because you don't always want to be thought of like a hard as so you want to and people always wonder like how do you they would always ask the husband like how do you deal with her like she's so like rough and he was like she's not like that at home so you want to kind of soften yourself up and see the softer side of so you look back and you say dang when you look people always said I was helpful like I was very like I trained a lot of people and I always helped especially women in the job because it's a hard job to have as a woman so women are always like dang she always helped out like my building was always like if you need some help go to Hairston but you want to kind of look back and say will anyone think of you as so brash or you look back and like people always think that you were a man
Well, you can't present yourself, to the public the same way you're gonna present yourself to your husband. You know, out in the world, you're gonna have to be a little bit more brash because a lot of people don't take us as women, black women is at that as serious. So you're gonna be a little bit more brash out in public than at home with your husband, with your family.
I think
Right.
going especially dealing with women. Obviously, my mother, she's a lot of times we always say going back to how he was like, oh, that's just this person, that's just this person. But your character, I feel as if your character can change. And as you mature and grow, like your character has to develop into something different. It's a lot of times
Right.
Yes.
we get stuck on oh that's just how this person is and it's like why is that person this way why can't this person evolve into a different better this or whatever not saying what's right or what's wrong but we use that as an excuse to hurt people we use it as an excuse to speak our mind we use that excuse as abuse when really it's okay yeah that's who you really are however who's to say that this person is not supposed to develop into something different because if you have children you're developing your children's character now. Like they're taking on this because this is what this is. So you have this complete cycle of a messed up type of mindset that you haven't adjusted or haven't addressed. And so we can't keep using that as an excuse as this is just who this person is because
Yeah, because I mean, once you know better, you definitely have to do better. People say, well, I don't want to change. I'm gonna stay the same. But it's not about that. It's about growing. You can still keep your core characteristics, but as you learn and grow, you do better in life.
Yeah.
Once you know better, you do better.
But
Simply
look,
put.
may I interject 1 second, please?
Yes, sir.
I believe that don't talk to me any other way that you wouldn't talk to your grandmother. Go out of your way to respect your grandmother. So don't be in public just flashing and popping off at people. That's character. Talk to respect me like how you would want me to respect your mother. That's character.
Yes.
Or female. Feel me?
Yeah.
You don't talk to your boss like that at work.
Yeah.
You don't talk to the police like that because he'll arrest your ass.
Or shoot you.
So don't talk to a regular person like that.
Right.
Right.
Like your mama, and it would be reciprocated. So
Yeah.
this, I'm brash and all of that. Nah, you ain't brash to your grandmama. Folks love they people. They're not brash to who they love and respect. But you must respect everyone, period, until they show you that they're not respectable.
Yeah.
That's my purpose.
Right.
And this new generation has I only respect those people who respect me. But then you'll go in and you won't, like you just said, you won't talk to your grandmother the way you talk to people in the streets. So, or respect is just earned. Well, it's reciprocal. So if you're disrespectful to me, I need to earn your respect also. So if you're rude to me, So everything you just said is so on point, Tweed. You hit it on the head.
It's your character. Because if you have character, you're gonna respect everyone until they disrespect you.
Right.
And
Right.
do disrespect you, you're gonna have enough poise and restraint, and how you women say emotional intelligence, to ease that situation and still keep your character in check. That's what it's about, man.
I don't know if you could be emotional and intelligent.
Well, that's
I
I
think
agree on
emotional, all intelligence goes away because you just feel with emotions.
you can
I
be
agree. Go
intelligent.
ahead. Go ahead.
That's know to hold your emotions back. A man should know how to hold his emotions back. You should know when it can be detrimental to your safety, to your financial stability. I mean, it's a lot of factors. A man cannot have character and run off of
Let
emotion.
me ask you a question. Do you think some of these men nowadays are just a little too emotional?
Pretty much because they raised by single mothers, and all they see is their mothers reacting emotional. They don't really have, like Spank say, he didn't have a dad there, but he had uncles and other men teach him how to man.
Yeah, because
So
I made sure I kept my, I ended up, after my divorce, I ended up being a single mom, and I made sure there were a lot of good male influences around my sons. I didn't want them to just be around me. So I think that might be a problem, that we don't keep our sons. I have all sons. I have no daughters. I have a lot of granddaughters, but I think that's a mistake sometimes we make, is not bringing good men. I kept them with football coaches, baseball coaches, soccer coaches. Not my brothers, because they weren't. I always say my brothers were good, bad influences. Like, don't be like your uncle.
back when I was growing up, um, on the block, it was fathers were still in the home. So
Yeah.
all of my friends had their fathers there with them. So if you didn't have a father, all your friends had their dads there. So you was always around male influence, and you knew what not to do. You learned. That's really what built character. So it's nothing wrong with not having a father in your life, because it's a lot of other male influencers that can really mold and shape you and show
Yeah.
you character.
True. I
Good.
agree on that. I
I want
agree
to
on that because I was brought up on the streets, and I had a lot of male figures that showed me how to be who I am, and I got a lot of those, like loyalty, being righteous, all them good things that come with being a man. You know what I mean? Being holding your word and keeping your word.
Exactly.
'Cause it's all we got. You know what I mean? It's all we have.
And a
To
firm
make us what we
handshake.
are.
And a handshake can determine your character. It can be
That's
brought
what
down
we
to the
fall
low
back on.
as a handshake. A man,
Yep.
a flimsy ass handshake, he's not solid. Everything matters.
And eye contact.
Exactly.
Right.
Learn that when I was young. You always extend your hand to a man.
Yeah.
If
Exactly.
know you right, if he give you that little flimsy handshake, and then the conversation proceeds, and he realizes that you have character, once you leave, extend your hand again. Watch how the handshake can be real and firm.
Right. I'm
I,
trying to teach that to my grandson, like you said, LaLa, that eye contact. Stop looking at the
Yeah.
ground. When you talk to somebody, you look them square in the eye, because it
yes.
tells a lot about a man. And even though he's just 9 years old, you got to have that eye contact with
And it's
people.
confidence.
Yes.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Like, with me working in a high school with a lot of kids that are in single family homes, single mother homes at that, and sometimes they're not even in the house then. But one of the things I'm telling them is, especially when you talk about handshakes, you talk about that confidence. You have to be confident as a person. Period. If you're not confident in yourself, then ain't nobody else they ain't gonna respect you in that manner. That handshake is a form of respect. That handshake are you solid? Are you confident? That handshake says, like he said, it means a lot. And I want to go back to where you was talking about the emotional thing with men nowadays. I feel as if you can be emotional. I think there's time and a place for you to act on your emotions, that people get crossed up. there are a lot of strong men that were raised by single black women, Latino, whoever it is, by themselves, and they're some of the strongest men that you will see. And they are emotional, but they know how to control it. It's the lack of control of your emotions that has people feeling like, oh, black men this, black or men are this, men are that, men are this. But it's like, no, they didn't have these people that helped them control these emotions, didn't know how to cipher these things. And so when I'm talking, my kid, I'm an emotional person. However, my emotion comes for my passion for working with kids. My emotion comes in my passion for protecting women. My passion, that's where my emotions come in. And it's knowing how to compartmentalize each and every one of those and use them at the right way. I didn't have my dad growing up. I have him now. And so for me, I'm big uncle to the kids. I'm big brother to the kids. And I'm that OG because they don't have it. And so my character allows their parents to respect what I do and how I teach these dudes, how I teach these young ladies. My character is more positive than what you're going to get from your local celebrities. And it's because you're actually living this truth. I'm giving you what you need. I'm going to help you on this level. And I'm going to tell you exactly the path to go for one, you get ready to be in the real world with me, where people don't give a care if you got something or if you don't, as long as it's about what you're doing and how you're acting with your character. Your character is your badge. Your character is you the CEO of your life. Like you are the chief executive officer of your life, and your character is what people see. They don't care about nothing else.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. Hey, Lena asked, what advice would you give to a young man searching for a woman? What kind of character do you feel she would have?
Ooh, I don't want to answer that one. Y'all don't want me to answer that one. I'm gonna go to the left.
It'll just happen naturally. That's all I got to say.
Right. Being natural.
It'll happen naturally. When it's for you, it's for you.
Ooh,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You don't rush things.
Without any false pretenses.
Yes.
Because you can only be that character for so long, before the real comes out.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say. It's like a good side would be up until you get to know that person, then everything falls apart. Like, hey, you weren't like that when I first met you. Now all of a sudden.
I got a question for the ladies. Let me ask y'all something. Do you trust your man around females?
Me personally, I'm single right now, but if I was speaking as though I had a man, I would say, yes, I would trust him. Until he shows me otherwise, I would definitely trust him.
What about you, Dee? Do you trust your man around females?
Yeah, I don't have a problem. This is the funniest thing is, my husband has all the same friends he's had since junior high school. We do our own thing. He comes and goes. I don't search phones. I don't go through Facebook. I don't have a problem. See, until LaLa said, till you prove that you're not trustworthy, then I don't have any problem. Like he trusts me. Like I'm on a staycation. He's in Lancaster. I'm in Torrance.
Okay, let me ask something else then. Do you trust females around your man?
See, that's a whole different story.
No,
that would be a whole different story right there.
The question. Do you trust?
I mean, it's not black and white because you have different friends. So, I mean, it's really all about my man. I'm not worried about the woman because I'm only going to be dealing with my man if there's an issue. So I don't know. I don't think it's a clear black and white answer because you have different types of friends. But if I consider her a friend, yeah, I would say I would trust.
Friends or just random women?
Friend. I said, do you trust females around your man?
No, I would say no. If we're going to say females as not particularly my friends, no. Why would I?
What about you, Dee?
No, because every woman wants a man. So
every
woman is looking for a man. So they're looking to have a man. So no, I don't.
Okay. So why would men trust y'all if y'all don't even trust yourself?
Well, just said, I mean, that can work either way, whether it's a woman
Married.
or a man.
Got nothing to
That
worry
works.
about.
That works both ways, whether it's a woman or a man.
Whole subject matter.
Because you have to ask. You see, look, one. I'm married, so I'm not looking for a man. And like I said in the beginning, women are looking for men.
Missed the point. The point is, if women don't trust other women, how do y'all expect men to trust women?
Well, it worked both ways because it's a lot of men who don't even trust their homeboys
They
around they females. So it works
don't.
both ways. That's my only point that I'm trying to say. You
But
know, y'all men don't trust other men either.
that's
So,
not
you know,
that though. That's
point
not.
made.
You're deflecting the question.
Not
But
deflecting. I'm just saying it's an equal opportunity situation. That's all I'm simply saying. It worked both ways because
Are
the
you
way
gonna
you
let
set
your
that question up is like you about to you know,
I'm gonna tell
downplay
you,
women.
I
And
don't.
only thing I'm trying
I'm
to say, my only point is it worked both ways. There's a lot of men who don't
we
trust
talking
their
about
homeboys around their girl.
weren't
It
yeah.
talking.
works both ways.
We were
And,
talking.
and this is the funniest thing that you say because my husband comes home and he gets so irritated with all of his homeboys talk about, man, you lucky, you got a great wife, man, you lucky. He was like, one more dude tell me how great my wife is. I don't want to hear that no more.
Oh man.
Right.
So he don't let them in the house. Whenever, like, he went to go pick up those hats that you have on, Spanx. So his homeboy came to pick him up to get the hats, and he was like, we went to the doctor. Funny story that you said. We went to the doctor. So my husband was like, I'll go with the homie to get the hats. You go home. Like, you don't need to get in the car with me and my homeboy. Because men don't trust their homies with their girls, especially if they got a good
Right.
one. They will
That's
Mhm.
say,
where character comes in. They
there
should
you
know how
go.
to do that. That's where character comes in. Because
That's
my
where
wife,
character comes in.
worries, she'll think about how she makes me look if she knows something's wrong. Like I can't do that because it'll make my man look bad. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
and for
Right.
me too, I'm gonna do the same for her. Like I'm not gonna disrespect her in any way she ain't gonna like. You know what I mean? Or I'm
Right.
not gonna be wanting to be treated like that.
I
So
have a,
character
Exactly.
too.
Hey, Devin, I saw you were going to say something.
yeah, I have a group of 10 friends, man. We've been all friends for 20 years now. And we've never had no fallouts. We've never had any of that. And I put myself around people with the high character that I have. I trust, I've had women around them. I was married or whatever, so my friends would be around her at the time if I wasn't there because I trust my friends or whatever because of their character. I trusted her because of her character. So I didn't have a problem if I went to the store and they were in the house doing whatever. Like I know for a fact they weren't on that kind of level because of the kind of people that I associated myself with. Now, if there's somebody that's not in my circle, then I don't trust that person because I don't know your character. I don't know who you are. I don't know my person, my interest has no bearings to you. So therefore, I
Right.
don't know what it is. But if you're in my immediate circle, I'm supposed to be able to trust you because what if you go
Right.
pick my kids up from school or something happened? What if God forbid, something happened to me? I need to go call my homeboy or my homegirl. I'm supposed to have high character value friends that are not going to disrespect my marriage, disrespect my relationship. And that's the kind of people that I keep around me now. Now, anybody else that I don't know from Adam, I wouldn't trust you as far as I can say.
Exactly.
So that's
Right.
what the difference is.
They
Yeah.
they'll show their character.
Yes.
Mhm. They'll show their character.
The whole
Exactly.
what
That's
I
why
was speaking on though, not to cut you off, sir. The whole point I was speaking on is women expect men to really trust them and show them loyalty and things of that nature, but y'all don't even really get along with each other. So it's kind of hard for men to automatically trust or respect y'all in that manner. That's why I
But
asked.
you have to remember, you asked about people we don't know.
Exactly.
In general, because
Exactly.
We
because
don't know you,
it's
so
general.
not that, we
It's a
can't get
general.
along with people that
But
we don't
that's not
know.
general.
I
It's a
don't
general.
know you. Like,
It's a
I,
general statement.
No, it's not in
Uh,
general.
well, if you turn it personal, it's
It's
personal.
it's definitely not in general because, like I said, it works. It's both ways. Whether it's a woman or a man, it works both ways. It's just that you're trying to portray it on the woman right now to bash
Saying
women,
that
but
you trust
it
your man,
worked both ways. If it's somebody that we don't
but
know, why would we trust them, whether they man or woman?
you just said that you trust your man.
Whether it's man or woman, why would you trust
Said
somebody if you
said
don't
you
know them,
your man.
man or woman?
Like my
You just
husband is
said
doing
that.
his own thing right now, and I'm not worried about that. Like he's not worried about me. So, but it's like if I don't know, that's like, I don't trust anyone with my kids. Somebody could hurt my child because I don't know
Yeah,
you.
Of course.
yeah.
So that's also a scary thing. I don't know you that's babysitting my kid. Like I'm not gonna leave my hands in my kid. What's up, K9? Trust everyone until they show you who they are. I don't take past relationships into the new ones. That's perfect right
That's
there. Perfectly
right.
said. We got some
You're
videos
starting
though
new.
before our time. We've been talking for 41 minutes. And I
Shoot
got like
these
4 minutes.
videos.
Yeah,
Black.
we got videos that's dropped. But it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman in a relationship. I look at the same way, like somebody doing something to one of my kids. You know what I mean? So if I don't know
Mhm.
you, I'm a little leery of you. It doesn't matter what it is. Like you being around my kid, you being around friends, you being around even at work. If I don't really know you, I'm gonna, be a little leery. So were
Give
you
my
saying something,
space.
Dad? I can't hear you. G-Lew, you can ramp up any one of those videos. Hey,
I got
JoJo.
7 kids and 7 baby mamas. Now, for the past few days, I've been going live, telling my story, speaking my truth. And a lot of women having an issue calling me a deadbeat because I tell them I was being irresponsible, not wearing protection. But I always tell these women that I got pregnant that I do not want to be a father to these children. And I offer to pay for the abortion. Majority of times, they'll either take the abortion or they'll take a plan B. But only these 7 have kept these children.
Only 7. Hey, listen. I could be forgiving to this rhetoric if it was one woman. 7? Only 7 have kept it. That means he's gotten a lot of other women pregnant. Guys, I don't think you guys are aware. I don't know if you guys know this, but an abortion is a fucked up thing to have to go through physically. I don't think you guys realize the kind of burden you place on the other person in terms of hormone imbalance, in terms of mental health, in terms of physical health, like how much it fucks them up to have to go through an abortion.
Yep.
Plan B, that's also bad too. It be fucking up people. When you're messing with people's hormone levels and putting everything out of whack, it messes up their week, sometimes much longer. So you have to understand, you guys can't use that as a form of common birth control. It's one thing if there's an accident that happens or whatever, you guys take care of it that way. But it can be a reoccurring thing where you expect that of your partner and then act that entitled.
To be responsible financially, emotional, spiritually, mentally, or physically with some kids I do not want. And I don't give a what nobody think about it. You're not going to force children up on me. Yeah, we both made the decision to lay down and have intercourse. We both was irresponsible about the decisions we made that night. Yeah, I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And I ain't care to pull Before y'all say, oh, he irresponsible, he a deadbeat, he don't take accountability. Yeah, I do. I just don't give a You ain't gonna force these children on me when I told you I ain't want them. Yeah, I can offer to pay for abortion, but at what point can I force a woman to go get an abortion? I cannot. A woman say, my body, my choice, but I say, it's my life, my choice. Before y'all try to stitch this and be like, black man this, black man that, I don't give a I really don't.
Oh, or something I was doing.
I didn't know that was gonna be the first one. He said, "My body, my choice."
Get himself clipped then.
This one first.
There's so many ways I could look at that video and have and understand what he's talking about, and then understand the other side of it as well. I think that I'm not gonna fault his character for what he was doing. I mean, I feel like that's a messed up way to think. It is definitely because why put somebody through that, and you know the consequences. You know you laid out with somebody without protection. You know what's about to happen. Now you're putting these people into the world that didn't ask to be here, for one, and you are literally messing up somebody's mental. Like you're messing up somebody else's life because of yours. I could also go to his side where he's saying, if I'm telling you that I don't want these children, why are you going to force these children upon me into this life that you know is not about to be something that is going to be ideal for them? And I feel like that conversation right there is one that is literally had every single day, because hey, are you going to get the plan B, or are you going to go do this abortion? Because I'm telling you right now, I don't want to take care of these kids. But a woman is like, hey, I want to have this. I want to do this. It's like, where he's coming from is from that side. It's a messed up way to deliver it. But if he said it in a different way, I feel like more people would be more receptive of what he's actually saying. However, on the other end of it, it's more like, you know what you're doing. And so you're literally about to put this woman's body through this because of your own messed up ideas of it. So I'm like, I see both ways. It's just the delivery of it is messed up.
He said, I don't give up.
Anybody
else want to jump in and teeth in with this?
Wow, I got no comment on that. It
I
takes
do.
two. I believe it takes two.
I'll comment. I'm very opinionated.
That's why
Go
you
ahead
here.
and speak,
That's why
brother,
you
speak.
here.
Go
Okay,
ahead and
well,
speak.
my take on it is everybody must take accountability. If both
Right.
people choose to have unprotected sex, I can see that. Okay, y'all agree to it. Now, if it's your body, your baby, and I tell you I don't want the baby, we are both responsible for that baby, right? But women have 11 different ways of contraceptives. Men only have a condom. That's all we can do is hope the condom don't break. Y'all got all these other methods of birth control, from IUDs, from all kind of other stuff, Plan Bs,
That
ABC.
could damage the body.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, don't have sex. If you're afraid about
That's
damaging
what the
your
rubber is
body,
for.
and if you don't want to catch STDs and you don't want to use a
That's
condom,
what a rubber is for.
yeah, but a rubber can break. But if
Oh, double it up.
well,
Rubber don't usually break though. It's a low percentage of rubbers actually break and used correctly.
well, if you ask 100 men, has a rubber ever broke on you? I bet you about 60 of them will say yes.
Yeah, because they're trying to feel
Break
it. That's why they took
rubbers
it off
break. Hey,
intentionally. Because they
wow.
trying to feel it.
No,
I'm gonna let OG Steve before I give my little 2 cents. OG Steve,
Rubber never broke.
what you think about Mr. I? He said he got 7 that kept it, not the other ones that decided to plan B and abortion it.
I didn't want to comment too much because I low key I missed the video, but yeah, rubbers work. Go
why would
ahead,
a
B.
woman want to keep a baby that a man told you that he don't want?
What woman would
Women
want to
that
keep a
doesn't believe in
baby
abortion.
that a man
Okay,
wouldn't want?
go
Women that
I would
don't.
say
keep
that
it.
man need to be. Oh, I didn't know somebody was talking, but
I'm
no,
listening.
I would say a woman has the right to do whatever she want to do if she's already pregnant. He had the choice when he laid down with her whether he used that condom and it broke. It still was his choice to make the decision to have sex with her in the first place. If he didn't want to have no child, he shouldn't even lay down with her anyway. And better yet, they could have had a conversation prior to.
He
Yeah,
said he told him. He said he told the women that he didn't want to have a child.
yeah, but
Okay, so then it's
you have
still on him because
let me
she
It's
let me
on.
didn't, there's no way for her.
on-
She can't, unless she's getting his semen some other type of way.
Wow.
The only way for that semen to reach in there is for them to have intercourse. So he made that decision. So he took a
Hey,
chance.
and he
yeah.
would be
Practice it.
different if it was just one time. But I have 2 birth control babies. I was on birth control with my 5 kids. I've had 7 pregnancies, 2 miscarriages. So I'm very fertile myrtle right here. But I have 2 birth control babies. So birth control with that 99% blah 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 is a myth in this lady's world, right?
Definitely. Yeah, it is.
Can
And
you
It's many
ask
people
me
got
why a
pregnant.
woman?
there's
Can
a thing
you
that
ask me why a woman?
I don't do abortions. So there are some women that you say, why would they keep the baby?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
women don't believe. There are some women that don't believe in abortion.
Right.
So now I have 5 kids, 4 by the same man, and the 2 miscarriages are by the same man. So some people just don't believe in abortion. So when you get a man that says, 7 of them they kept. 7 women decided to keep it. The other women got aboard. So how many other women? So he's just kind of reckless out there. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm gonna give you a chance to speak in a second.
All right.
And it's not just him. There are a lot of men that go raw dogging it across the world. If you wanna whore, and I have something to say about both parties, men and women, because women, you really need to choose men wisely, because you do end up alone raising kids. Now, both my kids, one is by a husband, the first husband. The second son is by a childhood friend that I grew up with. So mine is not out with a whole bunch of nonsense. But women, you got to choose wisely, because you get men like this.
Right.
That if you know he got 7 kids already, don't lay down with anyone like this. Women, just choose better.
Right.
Secondly, men, stop. If you don't want to have children, stop always telling a woman to use birth control. Because I have a son that I was taking a birth control pill every day, and he's grown and living right now. So birth control is not always going to work. Okay. So men, if you don't want kids, I don't care how well it feels without that condom. If you don't want a child, use a condom. Because what happens if you leave these women with babies by themselves? Because I told them, you know how men are, I didn't want to have a baby. If you don't want a baby, use a condom. And stop expecting the responsibility to always be in a woman. If this world is supposed to, and let's do this again biblically, the world is supposed to be run by men. So men, be responsible and stop expecting a woman who's supposed to be lower than you on the totem pole to take the responsibility not to have children.
It takes two. It takes two to have a child.
Exactly.
So it has to go on both sides.
Exactly.
The woman got to be responsible too.
Exactly.
You know
but she's always
I agree on that. Now, if you let a man manipulate you, it's like a woman to manipulate a man. It goes
to get
both
rid
ways.
of it. Why is it always she's supposed to be responsible not to get pregnant. She's supposed to be responsible to get rid of it if she does get pregnant. She's supposed to be responsible if he doesn't want the baby to raise it by herself. Why is it if she's the weaker vessel supposed to be responsible for everything?
That speaks for individually. That's individually women feel that way. You're a strong woman, I believe. LaLa's a strong woman. I don't think you'll choose a man like that to lay down with and do something like that with.
Not ever. As you just said, mine come from husband and childhood friends. So yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's how my world.
We're not gonna let someone.
Y'all ain't.
Because a man can be manipulated by a woman too. It happens.
Females do not take accountability. If a broad knew that man had 6 baby mamas and she chose to even have sex with him, she was an idiot to begin with. Y'all be laying there talking about F me harder.
We gotta be responsible for our own actions.
Well, if the man had character, if he had character and he was also looking for character, he wouldn't have laid down with her in the first place.
Right. And why so many? So where is his character? It's just not 7.
His is bad. He should go clip himself if he wants to be laying like that.
Because he's doing him. And women are letting him do him. Don't be mad at him because he be doing them women. How you gonna be mad at him because he got 7 baby mamas?
My son won't come in with 7 baby mamas. He was raised better. Sonny said both are responsible for women.
Both are responsible.
And then
in the end, both are responsible no matter what.
Amen.
Wait, let me read. Lena said, if you don't want babies and just want to, bust the, you know what?
Yeah.
Everywhere, get a vasectomy.
That's right. There we go.
Wait. Kaydon said, ladies break condoms that red snap.
I will say this. I think that, and I've been in different kind of situations as well. I will say this, as far as the character, because that's what we're talking about, the character. If you are a woman and you are bringing yourself to a man who you know is 5, 6 baby mamas and 7, like you have to take that accountability for going into this person because you know the kind of character you about to deal with. He's telling you are agreeing to do this, so you have to understand the man is going to accept it. The man, we're not about to say no. Like, no, come on, I'm telling you what it's going to be. So it really is on the woman to think about, I'm about to go deal with this man. I know he got 10 baby mamas. I'm about to go be 11 possibly. And he's not going to take care of these kids.
Exactly.
I mean, unless her name is Mary and it's immaculate
Oh, here we
conception,
go.
it's
Here
still
we
going
go.
to be a
No
50-50
accountability.
thing.
You
But
cannot take accountability,
But what
Man,
I was
let's see what
originally
that
going to
man
say is a person with the character, like, you know, for instance, that me and Didi have, I wouldn't even want to lay down with somebody who had that many babies and who didn't want to have a child. But say if it did happen, he still is 50% responsible no matter what, because I can't make a baby by myself.
Well, he has no choice in the matter because
He
once
had
you
a
have
choice
a
because he
baby,
didn't have to
no.
sleep with
What
the
I'm trying
woman.
to say is, if you decide to have the baby, he has no choice in that. There's nothing that he can do about that. If you say, I'm not getting no abortion, it is what it is. He's on child support. He's this, he's that. His check can get garnished. His license can be taken. And he told you from jump. So, yes, he
And
has a lot of
he told from jump, but it don't even have to go as far as having your license revoked and all that. If he's gonna be a man, you know, you don't have to take it that far as going to court. You know, it doesn't have to go
women
that far. But
go.
long story
Women,
short, it's
A lot
still
of women
50-50
don't
in the
take
end
men to
because
court
a
like
woman
that.
can get pregnant on her own.
Yeah,
Personally, I wouldn't be with anybody. I wouldn't want to sleep with somebody who
most
already
women
told me
don't
they
like.
didn't want to have a child, but you know.
Real women don't take men. I mean, real women don't sleep with men like that, and a
Yeah,
lot of them don't take men to court. Let me read some of these
yeah.
comments, and we're going to
I
go to
right,
never
the next
take
video.
my child's
right.
father
Not
to
true.
court or anything. He paid,
That is not true.
and that was it. You know,
Y'all
he
take
paid
men to
this
court to
month. He
get
didn't
on
have to
Section
beg
8.
it.
You
Y'all
got
take
2
men to
women
court to get on
on the
Section
chat
8.
right now that didn't go to child
Yeah,
support.
I didn't have to do the child support thing.
Yeah,
How many other women across the country have did the child support thing so they could get Section 8, food stamps, and everything else that go along with it?
How
Take
many
away
men
Section
laid with
8.
a woman and impregnated her just so he can keep her
Can
by
you
putting
answer
a
the
child
question?
up in
No.
her? So in
Y'all
order
didn't
to
even
be
answer the
with her
question.
because he didn't have anything else to offer her, so he was
Why are
trying to
you
trap
arguing?
her.
Well, why would she sleep with him then? If he didn't have nothing to offer
It
her,
goes both
why would
ways,
she
though.
sleep
The
with
way
him?
you said it, it goes both ways.
But
A
you're
lot of men
deflecting the
don't have
question.
anything to give, so they try to put a baby up in her so
For
they can
what?
keep her because they have nothing else to, because they want
Wow.
free housing, free
yeah.
food, free
Wow.
housing.
You know, you got them men that
I
love
mean,
them on
you
Section
know better than me.
8. He
Wow.
ain't got no
Y'all
job. He
giggling.
showed
You
up
know
was
better
getting
than
them
me.
Y'all
You're
giggling
listening
about
about
that.
women.
Y'all giggling about that, huh? All
Okay,
that's funny
wait.
to you.
Wait.
That's funny to you.
Wait. Maybe a man should take the time to get
Wow.
to know the woman before popping her.
Exactly.
Really funny.
Exactly.
Women control
Exactly.
sex.
Okay,
Men
listen.
There's
don't.
so many women out there. Why would you even want to sleep with if you felt like that? There's gonna be another woman who will accept you the way that you are, saying that you don't want to have a baby and she won't have your baby. So go to that woman.
Yeah.
Y'all done went to 50 million go around.
Okay, listen.
Y'all
Okay.
went
Now,
to 50
hey,
And
million.
wait a minute. Hey. So
Wow.
we're gonna go to the next video. I'm gonna read a couple of comments. We're gonna get to the next video. But the funniest thing is, I do have 4 sons.
Wow.
I have 5 sons.
That is funny.
3 have kids, and only 1 has ever been taking the child support. So we're gonna stop picking on women.
No, that's only you.
That's
That's only
We're
you.
gonna read a
That's
couple of these
only y'all.
comments. We're gonna read a couple of these comments.
Wow.
It says, Sonny said a
That's
man can
crazy.
turn. Sonny said a man can turn a woman down too. Big Stomp said the woman has the final decision. She has to open her legs.
Exactly.
Lena said, yes, be wise, know who you lay with,
Right.
or accept the consequences. Hairnet Tony said, I put my glasses back on because you know I'm old and blind. The kind of dudes doing this won't be taking no kind of precautions. He has to have a better character. Queen laughed at you, Tweed. Pearl said, facts, hairnet. Sonny said, maybe a man should take the time to get to know. Oh, I read that one. Lena said, long story short, have good character as well. And that goes on both sides. The women have to have good character for who she lays down with, and a man needs to have good character and stop just impregnating people.
Take responsibility. That's all it is.
I agree. I agree.
And then, I see you. And then the Streets Ain't Loyal said, you're not supposed to sleep with just anything offering. You're not supposed to sleep with every woman offering it. Yeah, I agree with that too. And then Lena said, jump on. Oh, okay. So what's up, Joe? Joe, I see you too. He said, character is all that matters. So let's drop the next video, G. That was a good video, though. It spiked a lot of conversation. Oh, did you want to add anything? Because I know I jumped in before you. My bad. OGC, did you want to add anything before we drop this next video?
No, I mean, I kind of agree, disagree kind of with a little bit what everybody's saying. I mean, both sexes have responsibility in laying down in the bed and making the baby. You know what I'm saying? So the woman can't act like, oh, well, he told me he didn't want to have a baby and I went and slept with him and we didn't use protection and now it's all his fault. But at the same time, he can't be like, well, I didn't tell you I didn't want to have a baby, so it's not my responsibility anymore. And I'm pretty sure the courts ain't gonna think that shit. But I think he's reckless and a little bit bitter, I would say. And the women that sleep with him are stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if a guy's like, I got 7 kids that I don't take care of at all, and I don't use a condom on anybody, so God knows what I got. Or when the last time I've been to the clinic.
Okay.
But hey, jump in the bed with me. Right. You know, like, so if they jumping in the bed with him, they stupid, and he's like a little bitter, angry, reckless in himself. So
exactly.
That's my I don't pick like, oh, the females are right or the males are right. I'm just going on what I find from the story.
Right on point with that one. I see you, Unfaithful. I didn't see you earlier, but I see you. Okay, G-Lew, let's drop another video so we can. I love this. I love these conversations. These are right on point. Tweet, I'm so glad you joined us.
I thought y'all would have clicked me off by now.
Oh no,
we love it. I love it.
Okay, I love it.
Does cheating make you a bad person overall in life? Like you do a whole bunch of good work, but you just cheat.
I don't understand what like pedestal, like I feel like women are trying to put us on, like as if we are not just like regular human. But listen, at the end of the day, there is an entire group of women who think like that.
If you are not honoring the person you spend the most time with and that you care about and that you are your true self with, when you go out and be this other version of yourself, I mean, I feel like you're more comfortable being fake.
When you're in a role model position, I guess they feel like that should matter. But I don't feel like it should matter. I feel like if you cheat on your wife, that's your personal life. If you're taking care of the world and you cheat on your wife, then you shouldn't make this
You literally say, you're saving the world, but you know your wife. Your wife, her.
I don't think that's what you said.
Yes, he did.
You or should anyone ever forgive a partner who's cheated?
I think when you have children, yes. When you have children, you can do it. The reason being is children benefit from seeing mum and dad go through troubles, going through it, staying together. But forgiveness and staying are not the same thing. Staying with your partner and then punishing them and being horrible to them and controlling them and being abusive is not forgiving. Forgiving is, we're going to start fresh. What made you want to cheat? Let's try and fix that. But what I noticed, especially when men forgive women, it's not always good. Because they start to lose respect for themselves. They start to think, I'm such a fucking idiot. How can I forgive her? And they get angry at themselves. And
do they end up wanting revenge?
They want revenge and they get abusive. either physically or mentally. Where are you going? What time are you going? Oh, this, that, and the other, calling her names, calling her this, that, and the other. Women do it too when they've been cheated on, but women tend to just withdraw their love. They no longer love you. They no longer want to sleep with you. Whereas for men, when they forgive you, they hate themselves for not being strong enough to leave you. So they end up being verbally and physically abusive because they're a less happy person. So I say if there's no kids, don't do it.
Yeah, I generally would probably not forgive.
Have you ever forgiven by it? Like, have you ever been softer and thought, let me try and forgive?
No, I mean, fortunately, I think I've been, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I feel like I've been in a position where I haven't really been cheated on.
Oh, that's another. I never know which one he's gonna drop on us. That's another good.
There you go.
Woo, who's jumping in first?
I mean, just think about it. Cheating is a form of poor character judgment. Like, if you thinking about, like how you just said, he's saving the world, and it's just like I ain't agree with that. Honestly, it's like, nah, I don't think that I could forgive somebody that cheats on me. I haven't, and I feel like I probably, if you do it, it's more of you're on your way out now. To me, it's like mentally you're on your way out the door. And it's never gonna be the same. Like if you have trust at 100%, it will never get back to that. That part of your tank is now empty. Yes, you will tolerate stuff. You will deal with certain things, but you're gonna always have that fact that somebody cheated on you in the back of your head, and you can never really forgive nobody for doing it. You just live through it. Like you just work through the storm and all that, but it's always gonna be in the back of your head. Something's gonna always remind you of whatever it is, no matter how hard you try. It will never get back to how it was before you cheated. And so now that character is always in question. Are you really going over to the gym? Are you really going to work? Are you really in a business meeting? And it's like, now you might as well just get out. And you might as well get out because it's not going to be the same. And your character is going to forever be a question because of this cheating thing. And so for me, trying to forgive that, I know for me, it'll be hard as hell to it is hard to get cheated on and then think that everything is good tomorrow. And because time, they say, time heals all, but they never tell you how long. Like how long it's going to take. Like you don't know.
So do you think that men have a harder time forgiving a woman that cheats? Because I know women do it all the time, but do you think men, that's something they just cannot get over?
Absolutely. Thinking about another man or another woman with your person is the worst process to go through a man's head, no matter what. That's why men spaz out, because it is another man that you just did this with. I can never look at you as you're now tainted. Like, I can't do it. And we expect women to do it when we do it. We expect
right. Because I just bet women do it all the time, but men just for some reason cannot forgive a woman for that.
They can't get over. No,
not cheating. Not cheating. That's one thing that I don't care. You go poll 100 men. I guarantee you at least 99.9% of them is gonna say, nah. We're gonna deal with it. We'll stay. Because like they say, if you're married, it's cheaper to keep her. Understanding that you want to be around your kids, you want to be your family, but mentally, oh no, that's not happening.
There's a lot of factors I believe that go into it. It depends on the situation for everybody. Everybody's different, because you could be a young couple when you're teenagers and hurt each other that way, but as you get older, you're no longer that person. You learn to forgive each other. You learn to forget that. Like you learn as you go along in life. I believe. You know what I mean? Because it's different for everybody.
Yeah, it is.
You learn to respect one another, talk to each other, what's going on with each other, so that person doesn't go and cheat. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel. Like everybody's been young at one time and did their thing. You know what I mean, and they had to do something to hurt one another. Because what do? You hurt the one you love.
Right.
And you don't.
Yeah, there's a small percent of men who could get past that, and women.
Yeah,
you know.
You can forgive, but you won't forget. But if you're gonna forgive the person, why talk about it? Because you forgave her.
You have to truly forgive that person in order to stay in that particular relationship. with that same person. You have to truly get over it. If not, it's best just for both people to
Go your own
move on.
separate ways. Yes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Depends. It depends. But what you can storm, whatever weather you're storming through, it makes you stronger if you can get over it in a relationship.
Right.
And figure out where it came from, because most of the times people cheat, it's a reason. It's not. Yeah, well, sometimes when I stand, might be super, some drunken, idiotic thing. But sometimes you got to figure out what in the relationship made it go awry.
Right. Was it physical or emotional?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, man, may I interject?
Of course.
Go right ahead.
This might be coming from a
OG.
from a male chauvinist perspective, but when you think about it, a man will stick his penis in the gas tank, all right? But if a woman do it, that's emotional. She liked that dude, and she already then chose in her mind that she about to give him the panties. That is a whole different level, because a woman will let you be a man. Every king in history has had multiple women. Look at Hugh Hefner. He had a storm of women, and nobody went all crazy about how he got down. I mean, it is what it is. But when a woman do it, it's like you giving up my thing to another man.
I was laughing at Stumps.
That is ridiculous. A man will never, well, me personally, or any man that I know that's a real man's man, you can't forgive your woman if she do that, because she had a plot to do that. Women are better cheaters than men, and she really liked that man emotionally. If she did that, she don't.
So you think that's why it's so hard for men to forgive a woman, because with a woman it's emotional, and with a man, because my first husband said a man will put a paper bag. My first husband said a man will put a paper bag on a woman, flip her over. It don't really matter.
Exactly.
It's because
man take her back,
emotional ties, so men can't get
if a
over
man
that.
take her back, he's a buster. In my book, if a woman cheat on you, man, and you take her back, she really has no respect for you at all, because you took her back. She knew what she violated your trust.
Wait, what did Sonny say? Sonny said, let me get to, Sonny said, every man is different. Some can tolerate it. I am not that type of man. I could never judge another. And K9 said, women have to be caught. I've never had a woman admit cheating, but have been caught doing it. Yeah. Well, one thing is women are a lot smarter than men. They don't get.
Oh, y'all sneakier, not smarter. Y'all sneaky.
I'll say smarter, because men are
I
just.
say smarter as well.
I say sneaky.
How do you feel if you're in a relationship and your woman doesn't cheat on you, but you cheated on the person so much that they leave you and they do their thing?
Let them go.
Going back to them. How are you gonna
let them go
together with the person?
Let them go.
No, because there's only so many times you can cheat on a woman that she'll forgive you. She will bounce or cheat on you back.
Yeah. Right. And you'll never know.
Can I ask the women one question? And please do not deflect this. Just give me a solid answer without going to another topic. Here's my question, ladies. If a man gets with you, right? Say he was a ladies' man. Say he's like a Al B. Sure. Girls love him. That's the reason you was attracted to him, right? Because girls love him. He's handsome. He got all the qualities that you like. Do you expect that man to be with you forever and never have another piece of coochie ever again? Just be with you forever.
Let me jump in the deep
end. Go,
Dee,
go.
I married the ultimate bachelor. He was old as beach water when we got married. So yes, and yes. So I'm done.
Yeah.
So
I definitely agree, because I've had that type before. Wow. And he was mine. Once we got together, he was mine. It didn't matter what lifestyle he had prior to me. Once we were together, it was us. So yeah.
Yes.
I would expect him to be faithful. Why not?
So he has to eat cheeseburgers for the rest of his life when he liked pastrami's.
if a man is first of all
he shouldn't have got
committed to God, if
saved
he's
the
going to
whole
be committed to God, he's going to be committed to me, and that's the
There you
type of
go.
man I would be looking for.
So he can never have another pastrami at all. He just got to eat cheeseburgers for the
If
rest.
a person had that conversation prior to marriage, saying that they're going to have an open marriage, that's one thing. But if a man is committed to God and he's going to commit himself to a wife, and he's going to stick with that cheeseburger for the rest of his life.
Hugh
No, I
Hefner
don't consider
had
myself a
Hugh Hefner
cheeseburger.
had
We ain't talking
81
about Hugh
pounds.
Hefner.
I'm
I
talking
have
about
a
Hugh
good
Hefner
cheeseburger.
because a woman will let a man do what he want to do if she's taken care of. It's been proven over time. If
Well,
brought,
he can do whatever he wants to do,
if
and I'm gonna move and do whatever I want to do.
and
See,
then
Exactly.
goes. See, if I gave up my lifestyle and I gave up everything I had, then you have to do the same thing. If you don't want to, then don't marry me.
Compromise for each other.
no, it ain't no
Yeah.
compromise in that situation.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
don't let a
How you expect
woman
well, how
wild.
you expect to
You
live,
don't let a woman
live
run
life
wild.
long with
I know sometimes I ain't it all day.
It ain't
I
no.
mean, if you're not, if you don't want to, if you don't plan on being committed, why even get married to the person anyway?
Are you single? Are you a
Nobody's
single
saying
man?
about marriage. Nobody's saying nothing about marriage because to me,
I
compromise
mean,
is
That
the
makes your character, right? Doesn't that
yeah,
make you who you are?
if
yeah,
you're saying for
exactly.
the rest of our life, I mean that sounds like marriage to me. So
We just
No,
having
Yeah.
that cheeseburger
no,
for the rest of your life, that sounds like marriage to me.
I,
So yeah, if
I,
I'm married to a person, I would expect him
I
to be
didn't say
faithful to me.
Yeah,
I
we
didn't
just
say marriage.
I don't really care.
Right.
You can
Yes,
have character.
a marriage is compromise. You know how much stuff I compromised in? I lived out there by Magic Mountain. I live in Watts now. That's compromise.
Financial compromise.
I gave up a 4-bedroom house, 2 stories, 3 bathrooms. Don't play with me. I done compromised a whole lot.
Most women say
Because
most women
we had to understand that you cheat on me, I cheat on you back, and you know how good I was. So
most women say
Character flaws.
happy life, happy wife. I believe that that's nonsense. I believe in happy house, happy spouse. I believe that it's not my job to cater to you because a woman, you can give a woman everything she wants and she'll still have the capacity to cheat on you. She'll still want more and more and more. And you cannot guarantee that she'll be faithful. So I don't believe in just catering 1,000 things to a
It
woman.
depends on the woman you're with, I believe.
Exactly. It does. It
Who you
definitely
choose
does.
to marry.
wait. Spanx, how long have you been married?
We've been married. My son's what, 24, 25 years, but we've been together 34 years.
So you the expert on
Beautiful.
this panel on relationships.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
sir. That's
Spanx
a
is an
milestone.
expert up here.
Hell
That's a
yeah, it is.
milestone.
And we've been
Congratulations.
through a lot, you know what I mean? But we were kids when we were together. We didn't know how to, we didn't know nothing about love.
You
We
navigated your way through.
we
That
grew
is
into
But you
it.
commendable.
made that commitment.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
commendable, sir.
Yeah.
That's
because
commendable.
we both
Yeah, that's
believe in a
honorable.
higher source. I fear God, she fears God, and when you marry
Exactly.
somebody, you marry in God's eyes.
You guys were meant.
Exactly.
You
Yes.
guys
And
were
see,
meant
it's
to
all
be.
about, yeah, finding someone that's on your level, you know. You got to choose someone with the characteristics that's on your level. So it's
They,
God first
they
and your
say my
spouse.
lady, you're supposed to have their back. No, but my lady's beside me. You know what I mean? She's on my side. You know what I mean? She's
You are
my
blessed.
rib.
You're not doing it
You are truly
necessarily for
blessed.
her or him. You're doing it because God said so. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're doing it.
I love her
Sunny
too, though.
asked a question. Sunny
Yeah.
said, I
Yeah.
have a question. How long have these people been in their relationships? I've been married 36 years. Go on, Sunny.
See?
I've been married 16 years. In my relation on and off for 20 because it was we weren't committed to each other until we said I do. So it's
Right.
been on and off. We didn't Sweet said we were just dating until we said I do. I
That's what
didn't
it
really
counts.
care what he did up until the day he said I do. So someone said, "Hey, your man was doing this, this, and this." I was like, "That ain't my man." Until the day we said I do. So
Yeah.
We
We
believe
need
in
part two. We need to have part two on this one right here.
We do, because we didn't hit our time at 1:20.
Yeah, you gotta go to work.
Spanx just told his. Are you in a relationship?
Excuse me?
Spanx, you just gave your time in your relationship. Dev, are you in a relationship?
Nah, I was married though for 12 years. So, but I was young as hell, and that's what I talk about, like the whole forgiveness thing, the whole character thing. Being a 21-year-old fresh out of college, man, you're not thinking about real being committed in no marriage, man. So you're still doing you. And my character choices and whatever else was that of a 21-year-old. Like, let's just be honest. I'm 36 now, so obviously I'm not who I was when I was 21. So my thing about that, I've been through a lot. And so where I am now is different. So like I said, the forgiveness, the lack of the communication, which is the biggest thing in a relationship period, is communication, and not just communication, but understanding, and then just being more of a open ear to both sides and not just yours. And I feel like that was a problem that people face right now, is not being able to communicate how you actually truly feel, because of the lack or the feeling that you may hurt your person's feelings. But I feel like when we sugarcoat stuff, we do each other a disservice. And that was
on your actions.
Did you want to answer the question or did
Say what?
Oh, that he was asking if we were. He put up trust and communication as key. It is. I don't know if anyone wants to give their relationship status. I don't really care about mine.
Yeah,
Well, on that note, I have to take off. I got about 30 minutes to go ahead and still got to get ready for work too. Got to get dressed. But I enjoyed this panel, everybody included.
Thank you for
I'm gonna
having
go
me.
ahead and take off for tonight. But see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Dee Dee, we will talk later.
Yeah, call me when you get to work.
All right. Appreciate everybody.
He said, well, Chuck Woolery passed away. There goes my chance at finding love. Girl, usually it comes when you ain't even looking for it. I said I would never get married again, and look at me now. So, but if I come home from work and she's happy to see me, then I'll know it's true love. Well, my little puppy dog, he always is happy to see me. I just have to go to the bathroom and come back in the room. He's like, that's true love right there. But he broke my arm, so I don't know how true that love is. Thank you, Undebatable. I don't know, G-Lew, do you want to drop one more video tap out of this show? This show was so much fun. We have got this panel, you guys. Bring all y'all back. Morocco had to go to work also, so he missed it. He's gonna be on the panel. I loved every comment. This is fun. Tweed, you bring so much excitement to the show.
And I hope I didn't offend no one.
No. Hey, you gotta learn to agree to disagree.
You need it, bro.
I just hope I didn't offend no one.
No, you didn't.
I'd be all
Shout out
over
to you.
like,
No, you know, one thing I don't like about a show is everybody says the same exact thing and everybody agrees with what everybody says. So no, I like when you got to bring that fire to the show. You got to bring a different perspective. This is the men's perspective. So all the videos weren't on cheating in relationships. We did have stuff about work. So I don't know if Tweed is married. Tweed, are you married?
I was married for like my boy on the panel, 13 years. And my wife left me because the money kind of slowed down. That's what I truly believe. And I did the right thing, never cheated, did everything. My credibility, my character stayed intact. And that happy wife, happy life, a woman leave you because she claims she's not happy. Forget all the good things that you've done and just walk out. So I'm not a bitter person. I understand that life is what it is. But what I can say, I can sit back and watch women would be with their men and go and give Chris Brown $1,000 to take a picture with him. And to me, that's ridiculous, right?
That's not Dee Dee.
That is ridiculous.
I'll take a picture of Chris Brown on TV and I could dub myself in and be like, hey, I was there.
The point I'm trying to make is all those women know that Chris Brown has other women. That's the situation. So then when they get caught up in a sticky situation, now they want to act like that they're the victim. That's the problem.
OG Steve is a good dude too. I love me some OG Steve. He's a real good dude also. And sometimes you gotta just be careful. Like OG Steve will give you. I've known OG Steve for a long time, and I just know what a great humble dude he is too. But sometimes you just gotta be careful. Sometimes people are just there for what you could give them.
Pretty much. So that's why character means so much. That's kind of the reason I want to be on this panel, because you can have great character and still get drugged through the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You got to be selective on who you choose to even give any type of love to, but you have to be loving with everyone you come in contact with, because that's what character really means to me personally.
Yeah, that's why I love you so much, Tweet, because you've always been real good to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's my character.
Exactly. So, and it is, you have to treat people a certain way, and just whatever they do to you, they're gonna have to answer for that later.
Like you want them to treat your mama.
Get them.
Treat people like you want them to treat your mama. I'm telling you.
Right.
That's it right there. And that's how I raised my sons. What you said right there, you better treat every woman the way you want someone to treat me. Because if you see someone mistreat your mom, how are you gonna feel? I got the kind of sons that will pull their shirts off, and they were football players and get all beastie about it. So you treat everybody, every woman you come across, you better treat them the way you want your mother to be treated.
Exactly. Man, let me tell you, man, y'all, one story, man. This happened back in the day. I think I was maybe 14, 15 years old, and me and my mama was walking down the street coming from the market, and a man snatched her purse, right? And I tried to chase him. My mama said, no, 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 no. And once the word got around of who I was and who my mama was, they found who it was, and they brought the purse back with the money in it. That's character and credibility. If you can have your life like that, we're like, man, you can't rob the preacher. The whole community will go against you. Character means everything, man.
It really does.
And that was a story, and it went down like that. So it's like, man, character can save your life.
Yeah.
Right. And
character get you a job.
Exactly.
Doors that you never dreamed of. And so
exactly.
One of my things I like to live by for sure is like when I'm
steel sharpens steel.
Yeah. Whoever I come in contact with, man, I want them to get something positive from me no matter what. Whether it's for 1 minute you had a conversation or 2 hours. And it's like for me, I think my energy, I think my personality, I think my aura it exudes high character. And that's just how I walk. And I tell my kids the same thing. And anybody I come in contact. And so it's more, your character is everything, man. That's your reputation. It's your legacy. It's like,
so
what are you
walk in the room? It's felt without you even opening your mouth. It's felt. That's a beautiful thing.
That's what my mom used to say. She wanted people to when they met her, that when afterwards it would be like they wanted to know what it was about her, and she said people should always say that about you. What is it about you, that they want to know more of? And I used to, look at my mom, because when she passed away, it affected so many people. Like, I'm helping other people grieve. I'd be like, it was my mom. Like, help me grieve. That's
why all the grandmothers
in the comments. Queen will tell you, like, I had to grieve to her. I was helping everybody else grieve. Like,
all the good grandmothers are dead. All the good grandmothers that held their families down in Thanksgiving holiday seasons, they're all dead. Now the men and women are just running rapid because it's no more big mamas in the household to make you have character and to tell you to pull that dress down and why you got tattoos on your chest. It's like it's the folks is running wild. Ain't nobody got no real true character. You can sort weeds all day. It's a gang of weeds in the grass, man. And we ain't even talking about the snakes. You got to worry about the snakes and the weeds in the grass. This world is corrupt.
Man,
Yes, it
I got this. We didn't give our last words. I have a tattoo, and I was 30. You know how long it took for my mom to even find it? Oh my! I was scared of that crazy little Cuban lady. Even I was grown.
Get him on.
And she did it, man. She couldn't even find it. It was so hard to see. So
now they got it.
That I've come to learn that you do the right things in life, and it comes back positive. But most people think their character only counts when they treat you the same way. And you know what? That's true.
Right, Sonny.
Do things just to do it. You don't even want anything in return. You don't tell anybody that you do it. You just do it because you do it for yourself, or you do it for the Most High out the kindness of your heart. You know, it's a lot of times people don't even know half the stuff I do. Karma is really, really real too.
Yes, it is.
Man, let me tell y'all one more story, and I'm gonna shut up. It's a true story, man.
I know G-Lew was like, "Girl, I only give you an hour."
Look, man. I gotta tell y'all this story, man. This is real spit. I'm at my job, right? And it's a Vietnam restaurant, Thai food and all of that, right next to my job. And I'm standing there talking to a guy. He walks away. I'm on lunch. A lady comes out of the restaurant, and she dropped the envelope. And I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." And she looked at me like I was gonna ask her for some money. I'm panhandling, right? So I see the envelope on the ground. She walks off. She looks at me like I'm just dusty, bug, crusty dude, right? So I said, damn. I see the envelope, and I'm thinking, gotta be money envelope. So I walk past the glass of the restaurant, and as I look in the restaurant, I didn't want nobody to see me picking up the envelope. Just so happened that nobody was looking. I picked up the envelope, put it in my pocket, and I walked back next door to my job, and it was $550 in that envelope.
What?
And I was trying to give that lady that told her that she dropped that, and she looked at me like I wanted to snatch her purse or something.
Oh, wow.
So my character was displayed humanely, and I got pissed on. So I had $550 in my pocket for the remainder of the day. I tried to get that. I didn't know how much it was in there. I couldn't count it there. I went back into the job and I found the envelope, and me and my boss sat there and I counted the money, and it was $550.
Wow.
I tried to show character and get that lady her money back, and she looked at me. I was trash. That's character right there.
Wow.
Wow.
True story.
Wow. That's crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah,
she looked at you as you were like a bad person for bringing.
No, she looked at me like I was panhandling, because it's a smoke shop. It's where I work, and then it's a full Vietnam restaurant. She came out the restaurant. I'm standing near the smoke shop. So I guess she think that I'm black, and I'm in a white community. So she thinking I guess I was panhandling, because I said, excuse me, miss. She turned her nose up and kept walking. And I just walked and picked up the envelope, stuffed it in my pocket, and went on back in my job. And it was $550.
What you were trying to give to her.
Exactly. Yeah. That was my character.
Well, you see that's her character flaw.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She had a character flaw.
By judging somebody.
Yes.
Prejudging somebody. Her character flaw, she out $500.
Right.
Exactly. And I bet you she got on and was crying like a Karen. I know she was mad.
She gonna think back now and wonder why you were saying excuse me.
Probably.
Right.
Yeah.
She sees this. Wow. It's a good story.
Crazy. So I'm gonna ask any last words. Anyone want to give any last words before we tap out of here? And I know we had a lot of Lena said reputation is what people say about you. but character is what the angels speak about you. Oh man, hey, I'm about to steal that. I'm about to make a whole Monday morning vibe off of that. Hey, let me screenshot that. So when you see that, Lena, you're gonna be like, Dee stole that.
Sounds good.
I literally just took a screenshot of it.
Hey, I would like to say, man, this was a very, very, very good show. One of my favorite, one of my best so far, Didi, of your shows that you put together. I think this was great having all these men on here with different perspectives, different stories, and you know, everything everyone brought to the table tonight was great. So I thank all of you and the ladies for an incredible show. This is one of my favorites, and so thank you all. We got to do this again. And Tweed,
it took me a while to warm up, but I did.
I told you. So, hey, once a month we're coming back with the men's
never
panel.
done this before.
Everything back into the groove again. So
hey, Tweed,
Yes,
for the
sir.
record, I would have still gave her money back just to throw it in her face. You know what I mean? But that's a great show.
G-Lew, I hope I didn't embarrass you, Didi. Hope I didn't embarrass you tonight. I had a ball. You know, thank you for the opportunity to speak my piece and to show my character and credibility.
Man, we love you, Tweed. You already know. You always welcome back. I love the conversations with you.
I enjoyed the
tweet.
Well, man.
Shout out to everyone. Thank you all. I'm out.
Everybody, man.
Shout out to everybody.
Okay, thank you guys. I will be in touch again for our next male panel. OG Steve, you always know you my ride or die.
Make sure y'all go follow me on social media, Dev the Actor.
I put everybody's links in the comments, and I will I put them in the chat and come back to the comments. I will have everybody's links to go follow them. So make sure you go follow these men. We really appreciate you guys hanging out. We had 2 other videos to show, but this conversation was so good we didn't even need the videos.
Please don't put my links because I'm limited. If you want to follow me, go to
your website. I put your website, please.
Yeah, tweakla.com.
Yeah, I know how you got hacked. So yeah, I just put your website.
God bless you.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. So thank you for tapping in with me. And these gentlemen, thank you, gentlemen, for tapping in with me. I appreciate you guys so much. And we'll be back next month. So I'll let you know. Hopefully I won't be, well, I will be. I'm about to have surgery, but we will be doing this again next month. I love y'all.
Good night.
Thank you.
Shout out to my loved ones. You know who you are.
Yeah, you know we love you, Spanx.
We love you guys too.
And the whole Contreras family. You guys are wonderful. I love y'all. Thank you guys for hanging out at the Hookah Lounge tonight. Wrap it up real quick. G was partying last night. I was laying here watching y'all party with them. We appreciate you guys. And of course, we got Oldies Rule Forever tomorrow. So make sure you tap in with that. And thanks for hanging out with me again tonight. LaLa had to tap out. She had to go to work. She works nights now. So we got to get this in under an hour. I appreciate you guys, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Always supporting the Hookah Lounge and the G-Lew Show and everything that he does. We love y'all. We will see you tomorrow. Love y'all.
Slow dough, and fast hoes. Had a dream like King, but living like Castro. Mind steady, focus in search of cash flow. Man, I ride for the fam, they know it's a fact though. I'm what it is, simple man. My team is all I needed. Plus a good connect that could keep a nigga weeded. And the mean lawyer, any case they could beat it. Saying life ain't fair, but death, I'm trying to cheat it. But look, how does me? Why y'all dudes got your hate up? Mans came home and told me, Gunny, get your weight up. Moved a few pounds from seed to get my weight up. Was grinding all night, hoping Doris ain't wake up. Like, hey, let's slide. I stole the keys to the whip, let's ride. I had some chicks that's waiting across town, and I know he'll be down like Pac. We got niggas wanting beef, I'm toting that 4 pound. Strapped with the silencer, shh, don't make a sound. Said you got my back and then watch it and hold it down. Mama said I'm born the king.
I was just dancing because that's what I